Some new court documents are revealing more details about that secret investigation involving Governor Scott Walker's 2012 recall campaign.
However, the problem is those documents were not supposed to be released. We have the straight story for you. More than 1,300 pages of court documents were released by a federal court late Friday. But we've learned that was a mistake, and the documents are no longer available on the court's website. Attorneys for two unnamed individuals say the documents revealed private information about people who they say have done nothing wrong. The governor has not been charged in the investigation, and his current campaign says the governor is not a target of the probe. Now, we've also learned the company that wants to open an iron mine in northwest Wisconsin has donated money to a group that supports Walker. Fox 11's Andrew LaCombe has balanced reactions to the new details.
Governor Walker says the newly released documents from the so-called John Doe investigation do not tell the whole story.
I think that the more that you see selective information coming out at certain times in certain ways, I think it's pretty clear it's part of a political witch hunt to try and confuse the voters.
The probe was put on hold by a federal judge in May, but prosecutors want an appeals court to allow the investigation to continue.
The only people who have looked at all the information, not the selected pieces that have been let out, but all the information, are two judges.
Court documents released Friday show prosecutors believe Walker solicited donations for the group Wisconsin Club for Growth. They say he did this to get around campaign finance limits. However, Walker told a Milwaukee newspaper Saturday he helped raise money for the group in 2011, primarily to help Republican state senators who also faced recalls. The documents also reveal some of the groups that donated to Wisconsin Club for Growth. That includes Gogebic Taconite, which gave $700,000 in 2011 and 2012. In 2013, Walker signed legislation supported by that company regarding state mining requirements. Walker says he did not solicit money from Gogebic Taconite, but Democrats like State Representative Eric Genrich of Green Bay have another view.
And this latest instance certainly gives one the impression of some corruption here, unfortunately.
But Genrich says he is holding off on a final conclusion until he sees all of the evidence. The appeals court will hear arguments on whether the investigation can continue September 9th in Chicago. Andrew LaCombe, Fox 11 News.
And we may not learn any more about the investigation until that court hearing that Andrew mentioned. Attorneys have asked the federal court to keep all other documents in the case secret.